anymore. I don't even know. I don't even know why I try anymore. I don't even know. You can't replace me. I'm awake, it's time to break free. I'm levitating. I don't even know why I try anymore. I don't even know. You said forever with a crooked smile. Promises fading after a while. Every word like a loaded dice. Every truth came wrapped in lies. I kept believing what you sold. Turned my heart into your home. But every crack inside these walls shows the truth behind it all. I tried to fix what you denied, but truth can't live where secrets hide.
excluding CM Punk and Kevin Owens. I have to ask, why was SmackDown so boring? Why was it boring? Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. They had 15,000 people at the Scotiabank Arena. The more people show up, the more money they spend, the less effort WWE puts into their shows. You know, there are other aspects of the show outside the main event that we should really focus on, Paul. CM Punk and Kevin Owens main event world title delivered. Sami Zayn heel turn 100% delivered. And still, the world's heavyweight champion, CM Punk. They also ruined Blake Monroe's official in-ring debut 4.5 months later. We're still waiting on a debut.
Oh, but it's a storyline, JD.
Oh, yeah. Sure thing, geek. You know what ain't a storyline? Me and my cold beverage. We're going to the beer garden. Drinks are cold. I'm thirsty. And when I get there on this Friday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there. It also isn't about excuses. WWE has failed creatively. AEW has failed fundamentally. So why did Triple H lose the plot? Why did Tony Khan abandon everything that made AEW special? Because nobody is committed to the one thing that actually matters: long-term booking. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your Friday Night SmackDown post-show for your August 21st, 2026. I'm your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Friday evening, wherever you may be. My guy Kim G starting us off hot tonight with a $100 super chat. I'm pissed. I'm heartbroken. It's time to belt KO. It's been 10 years. What are we doing? Great main event, though. OTS for life. Cam G, my boy. Cam G, thank you, brother. As always, we love our guy Cam G coming in big, starting us off in a great way tonight on this Friday night. Cam G also earns 10 spots on the VIP wheel later. SmackDown. I was very much looking forward to this show tonight. Toronto, Canada, hot crowd. Canada's always a hot crowd. Scotiabank Arena. Kevin Owens, CM Punk, first time ever. Anywhere. First time ever between Punk and KO. WWE Championship on the line. KO won the opportunity to wrestle CM Punk by winning a fatal four-way at SummerSlam after beating Finn Balor, Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, Gunther at SummerSlam. He won the right. 8 minutes they went. They should have went at least double that at SummerSlam. I don't forget. Regardless, he's the number one contender. He still very well may be the number one contender after tonight because Sami Zayn, like many of us had predicted, sure it's not rocket science, Sami Zayn got himself involved and blasted on purpose Kevin Owens in the face with the WWE Championship after a ref bump. And then CM Punk retains the WWE Championship off of an assist, an unlikely assist. He'll take it. CM Punk retains the WWE Championship. I thought what they did was excellent. I love the intensity of Punk and KO. It delivered after all these years and all these promos that we've seen back and forth between KO and CM Punk. 20 years of hostility, 20 years of a grudge with KO hating CM Punk. I thought the intensity, the physicality was right on point. KO was working a little stiff in there. But that's the type of shit I like, man. Make me believe in what they're doing. Make me believe that you can't stand this fucking guy's guts. I thought what they did was great. Hot crowd, great match. Obviously, the ending is going to lead into whatever happens next. I got no complaints about what they did in the main event. None. Now, I don't know where they go with this. They could easily go KO and CM Punk. They're not done by a long shot. I'm not really interested right now in another Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match one-on-one. I know they have this fight forever thing about them. The last time we saw them was at the Elimination Chamber in that lights out match, unsanctioned match that they had at the Elimination Chamber. That was legitimately KO's final match before he went to go get surgery. Not really interested in seeing them go one-on-one again so soon. I don't know what else they could do there. But I like Sami being involved because Sami went from the last real good guy to now the guy that feels like he is owed a championship match. A guy that he rightfully does. And a guy that has become obsessed with being the WWE Champion. The more he gets fucked over, the more obsessed he becomes. He's legitimately obsessed with the championship. I love that. Everybody should be obsessed with the WWE Championship. If you're chasing Punk, you should be obsessed with the WWE Championship. And that's the bright spot on Friday night. Sami, Punk, KO, Randy, Cody. You want to throw Gunther into the mix. Absolutely into the mix. Finn Balor into the mix. Main event scene is hot on Friday night. It's legitimately the only thing they got going for them. It was too good to be true, folks. We couldn't go on a streak with good SmackDowns. SmackDown's been more than decent the last couple of weeks. Tonight was not a good show outside the main event. Outside the main event, it was largely just a typical SmackDown. Very typical SmackDown. We had a decent tag team match with the MFTs. They're really going all in on Tala Tonga and Tama Tonga with Haku as their new manager. They retained the tag team championships against R-Truth and Damian Priest. It looked like to me that we may be getting a heel turn for Damian Priest. I mean, I think it's time. I really do. He's been floating around in the middle of nothing. He's been a tag team guy after coming out of a world championship run. They put him in a tag team, not even a real tag team, with R-Truth. It may very well be time to change Damian Priest if you find any value in him whatsoever. It may be as a heel. Honestly, that was decent. Everything else in between. The open was all right. The end was great. Everything in between was, if you missed it, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything until the Blake Monroe in-ring debut on Friday Night SmackDown. And that's where we are going to start. Not really much to say about Punk and Kevin Owens in the main event. I mean, we'll talk about what happened and what transpired and where we think it's going when we get on into the review a little bit later. This was the one thing that everybody was talking about because of just the terrible way that WWE's handled Blake Monroe, the former Mariah May, in WWE. They've had Mariah May. I'm going to call her Mariah May. I don't know who the fuck Blake Monroe is because they clearly haven't done a fucking thing with her. It's unreal to me how you grab Mariah May from AEW and you put her in NXT, and you could have already felt that WWE didn't really know which direction they wanted to go with Blake Monroe. Did they want her to be a mini-me version of Toni Storm? Timeless Toni Storm, that is? Do they want to have a mix of Mariah May and Toni Storm in NXT? I didn't know which direction she was going in creatively. We got a little bit of both. That's not a bad thing, but they didn't really kind of accent that. They didn't really enhance that at all. She was just kind of there. She didn't really do much of anything on NXT. I don't think anybody genuinely remembers what she did on NXT. I know I don't watch it. It's fucking terrible. Then she gets called up to the main roster. She sits around for 4.5 months. She's randomly attacking people. She attacks Giulia. She attacks Kiana James when they were still a pair. Where Kiana James is nowadays, I don't know. Giulia, Kiana James, Tiffany Stratton, and Chelsea Green. 4.5 months without a single fucking match. Not a bell had rung for Mariah May on the main roster. Then we get the advertisement last week. 7 days to build anticipation. Blake Monroe debut against Giulia on Friday Night SmackDown. People complain that it was against Giulia because Giulia's already been buried by WWE on Friday night. And this is just another icing on the cake. Giulia once again getting buried by the newly debuting Blake Monroe. 4.5 months. What do you think they did tonight, chat? Did they have Mariah May go out there and show us her in-ring ability against a very admirable opponent in Giulia? Someone who she's very familiar with. Did they have her go out there and do what she needed to do? Show us the entrance and the elaborate entrance and wowing the crowd with her aura, her presentation, getting in the ring and showing us how good she really is. WWE wasted not only Mariah May's time, they wasted everybody who got excited about this, everybody that was looking forward to this. They wasted Mariah's time. They wasted Giulia's time. They wasted everybody's time that sat in that arena tonight. We didn't get an in-ring debut. We got yet another sneak attack, this time away from the backstage setting. Another sneak attack, but this time in the ring. She was fully dressed up to wrestle. There was a referee. She attacked Giulia in the aisleway during Giulia's entrance and then beat her up around ringside, beat her up in the ring, and then left. She just left. Then she claimed that she didn't want this to be her debut and that she's championship material. Now, before anybody starts picking this apart,
JD, all you do is complain, man.
it looks like Blake does have some sort of direction. It looks like they are giving Blake possibly something bigger and something more fulfilling with some kind of payoff, potentially. Maybe. Do I trust them to go that far and actually do something right? No, I don't. But the possibility is there. Number 3, they may be setting Blake Monroe up not to be meddling with the likes of Giulia and the lower end card of the division, but they may be skyrocketing her to a main event level already on Friday night. The thing is, if they wanted to do that, why didn't they do that 4.5 months earlier? See, there's a vast difference between doing what they did tonight, 4.5 months into her debut and call-up, and doing what they did tonight on, say, week 1, week 2, or even week 3. You waited 4.5 months to advertise this woman's actual in-ring debut, to do something that they should have done on week 1 of her getting called up to Friday Night SmackDown. Who the fuck is booking Blake Monroe and why? That's what I want to know. WWE's got to be scared. WWE's got to be scared. Oh no. There's another woman on the main roster that could possibly overtake Charlotte Flair. There's another woman on the roster that could possibly overtake Alexa Bliss. There's another woman on the roster that could overtake Rhea Ripley. We can't have that happen. Rhea is injured. Rhea is out. Rhea won't be back until Royal Rumble season. Charlotte's meddling away with fucking Tater Tot and Alexa Bliss. Bianca Belair is out being a mother. What are you waiting for to push fresh, new, up-and-coming faces to the top of the women's division? I don't understand what you're waiting for. You have a legitimate woman in Blake Monroe that checks off every motherfucking box that you would want for a female talent on this roster. And you wasted 4.5 fucking months of this woman's career. For what? For what? For this? What took you so long to get to this point? What took you so long to finally say, you know what, maybe we should put her on TV? The creative's priority should be, all right, Rhea's out, Bianca's out, we got to make some new stars. Why are you waiting for them to get back? Does the entire division revolve around Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair? Is no one else allowed to be pushed? Is no one else allowed to become a superstar in their absence? You should be in creating a new star. You should be in the mode of creating new stars so that when Rhea and Bianca do get back, they have other top stars to work against. Don't you want everybody to be like Rhea and like Bianca and like Charlotte? Bro, this woman wanted to be here. She could have wasted away under Tony Khan's failed leadership After coming out of a feud, a great feud, by the way, with Toni Storm, she could have easily stayed there and won the TBS title. She could have stayed there and won the women's tag team titles in a makeshift tag team. Wrestling on Collision in front of 1,500 people in Bumblefuck, Alabama on a Saturday night. She wanted to be here. She idolizes Triple H. This woman didn't even need the NXT system. This woman could have been placed on the main roster in week 1. Yeah, you had her go down there, and then you called her up, 4.5 months of nothing, and then you finally debut her in an official capacity that ends up not being an official match. Oh, but they got a plan, JD. Sure. Yes, because we are supposed to trust the people that just released Ilya Dragunov and claimed, well, he's not really generating social media engagement the way that we like others are, so we just let him go. We let his contract lapse, and he opted to walk, and we didn't bring him back. Yeah, you want me to trust these people. You want me to trust these people who clearly have shown you time and time and time and time again, and you don't even need to go back that far, how negligent they are of talent, how neglectful they are of talent that they have on their roster. And you want me to trust these fucking people. You want me to trust every single motherfucking one of them on that writing team to do right by fucking Mariah May. Get the fuck out of here. Every single motherfucking one of them sucks at their job. They are the worst group of people in any creative capacity that is a writing team. When they do good and when they have something good that is praised, it is clearly because they got lucky. They have no vision. They have no plan. They have no desire. They have no passion. Nothing. Nothing. Every single fucking talent on this show is a fucking number and an analytic to them. That's it. Meanwhile, all Blake Monroe has to do is post a fucking selfie of herself in a bikini on Twitter, and I guarantee you she'd generate more engagement than fucking 98% of the roster. So if Dragunov was not brought back because of engagement, or lack of engagement, I should say, then why isn't Blake Monroe on my fucking television in that women's division owning every motherfucking one of them on Friday night? The narrative of engagement and the fact that someone like Dragunov didn't draw engagement is bullshit! It's bullshit. It is bullshit. That is an excuse used by a company who refuses to admit when they are wrong. They fucked up. Do you genuinely think they're going to admit that they fucked up? Or they're going to blame it on the talent? Oh, well, he didn't draw engagement online. He didn't draw the type of numbers like some of the other people on the roster do. Yes, because I'm sure Nia Jax and Lash Legend are fucking drawing huge numbers. I'm sure Meechin, who has a fucking match next week with fucking Tatum Paxley, is drawing big numbers. Right? Four and a half months to advertise a debut, and then you do that? That's fucking garbage. If you did that on week 2, I wouldn't be complaining, because at least coming out of the gate, you'd have a fucking plan. Now? How am I going to believe that she gets a championship match when she doesn't want to win a match? How are you going to weasel her into that situation? She hasn't even... So she's opting not to wrestle a match and win a match, yet she wants a championship match because she feels like she looks like a champion. How are you going to sell anybody on that? How are you going to sell anybody on that? Why? Because she's smoking fucking hot? Because she's blonde? And she gets 10,000 likes per bikini pic on Twitter, right? Yeah, we'll just give her a fucking championship. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I don't give a fuck what she looks like. She's got to go in the ring and win a fucking match. Yes, please explain to everybody how that's going to work out. Oh, I don't want to wrestle a match. I deserve a championship match because I'm championship material. Fuck out of here. You got to be fucking kidding me. We're going to talk about Chelsea Green as well. I mean, Mariah Blake is targeting Chelsea Green. Tiffany Stratton wrestled trash legend tonight. Another loss for Tiffany. They didn't really forward any tensions. They didn't really do anything with Chelsea and Tiffany. They didn't forward anything. Just there. Another loss. We're going to let it marinate a little bit more. We didn't even get an iota of a tease. And then we'll talk about CM Punk, Kevin Owens, main event, WWE Championship match, which was easily the highlight of the show. I want to thank you guys very much for joining me here on this Friday night. This is your SmackDown post show right here on Off the Script. It is your Friday, August 21st, 2026. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Thank you for the love on TikTok. You guys are killing it over there. We just hit 33,000 followers on TikTok. Goal is at 50,000. I would like to get to 50,000 before we end September. That's the goal. Consistency, great clips, great opinion. Thank you guys very much for the follow over there. If you are over there and have not followed, please do so. Same thing with Instagram. We're nearing 20,000 on Instagram. Reels are blowing up. Follow on all social media, and I am primarily on X, at JD from NY206 on Twitter. You guys know what to do here. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the great content on the channel. Plenty of it. We're live on Monday for the Raw Post Show. Tuesday Night Titans with the Solid Monster. Always a great discussion with my guy, the Solid Monster. Wednesday, AEW Dynamite, and what was just a boring fucking episode of Dynamite. All In Build don't even feel like All In Build. It's like a fucking house show at this point. 2 hour and 35 minutes of Dynamite. 35-minute overrun.
Oh, but JD complains about an overrun, JD.
I'm not the only one. Go seek them out. Everyone's fucking complaining about an overrun. Go check that out. We're live tonight. I do want to get a Dragunov video out. I'll probably get one out this weekend. They wanted to wait. There's always additional news that breaks, which is why I'm not usually first to do these videos. Everybody immediately jumps to make a video when there's just bare minimum news. There's always something. There's 2 or 3 different follow-ups to a new story like that. So usually it's best to wait. We'll probably get something out this weekend. Give you some weekend content. Patreon is doing great. Thank you to all my patrons. I owe you guys another match review in the match review series. We're going to sit down and we're going to do another one very, very, very soon. Right now, you guys got the lost episodes. If you guys are not a part of the Patreon, I am uploading all the lost episodes. You can't get them anymore. Of Off the Scripts, episode 4 and episode 5 of the original Off the Scripts, back from 2014 WrestleMania season, now up in the highest quality I have available on Patreon. So you got both episode 4 and episode 5. That's about an hour in total of content there, audio-wise. If you guys want to go listen to old JD, all the old clips are going up over there, man. So get reacquainted, man. It's a great time going back in the time machine to hear what I sounded like then and what I am and what I look like now. Great stuff. Just shows you the immense journey we had from where we were and where we are right now. So go check that out and continue to support the Patreon, man. More great stuff coming. Patreon.com/JD from NY206. Super chats are open. Get them on in. I see you guys are blowing them up already. The wheel will happen tonight. We are 6 out of 10 on the goal, so make sure you guys get that in. We need 4 more for the goal. 4 more for the goal, and then everybody parties. Everybody gets an additional spot on the wheel. We got Cam G coming in with a $100 super chat. So it's a shout out here quick. We had a 50 bomb earlier too as well. Want to shout him out. We got Cam G and we got Joshua Brasher. Joshua Brasher with a $50 super chat. Thank you, brother. It's very brash of you, man. 50 bomb. Thank you, brother. So get them on in. And the wheel will be spun tonight. So make sure you guys get them on in. Every $10 super chat will get you a spot. And if we meet the goal, your 10 will earn you an additional spot. So that's 2 spots. 23, 45, so on and so forth. And tonight we are sponsored by our great friends over at Blue Chew. BlueChew.com, code JD. All you guys got to do is use that code JD. You buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, and you get the 3rd month for free. Plus, you're going to get 10% off your first order and free overnight shipping. Sounds like a CM Punk WWE title deal, if you ask me. BlueChew.com, code JD at checkout. I want to thank my great friends and sponsors over at Blue Chew for sponsoring tonight's podcast right here on Off the Script. I did a Sidro joke. I did a Sidro joke, huh? Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Anybody jump into the Modern Warfare 4 beta is what I want to know. You guys reached out to me almost immediately when I asked for a code. Got a code. You guys are awesome. Triple M, no, I haven't played it yet. I'm going to jump on after I'm done here. How is it? How is it? That's what I want to know. I'm hearing some mixed, very mixed reviews. I'm hearing the time to kill is way too fast. I'm hearing it's just like Modern Warfare 2, which I fucking hated. If it's anything like the old Infinity Ward games that we've gotten, Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, I'm going to fucking hate it, bro. I might not even buy it. I'll play Cold War all year. I don't give a fuck. I'll go back to Black Ops 4 if I have to. Call of Duty really may be dead. Especially with the skill-based matchmaking. I'll tell you what is not skillful. It is SmackDown and their writing team. I like the way this show started off. I really like the way that they've started the shows off lately. This was yet another one of those great opens to SmackDown. Kind of unpredictable, a little bit different. A little bit of chaos to start the show. Shout out to my guy, Guardian of Chaos. Sami Zayn is backstage, ranting. We start SmackDown off with Sami Zayn ranting to Nick Aldis. He said it should be him out there in the WWE title match tonight against CM Punk. He got fucked over last week, which he did. Sami Zayn got fucked over. Randy Orton attacked Cody Rhodes. He never got his match with Cody. And Nick Aldis told him, even while injured, you got to earn your way back in. How badly do you want it? Everybody's against Sami Zayn nowadays. I don't know. He says he wants good things for Kevin Owens, but it's still an injustice. He said now Aldis is telling him to go earn it, even with a broken hand, and he put his boots on and went out there anyway. And then Randy Orton got involved. So Orton, of course, Randy Orton walks up to Sami Zayn. He's right behind Sami Zayn as Sami is ranting about Orton getting involved with Cody. Orton told Sami, by all means, Sami, please continue to rant. Cody, all of a sudden we hear Cody yelling from the ring. He's screaming Randy's name. Orton patted Sami on the chest. I don't recall what he said. It got a little bit too loud. With Cody being in the ring, he was legitimately yelling Randy's name. He said something to Sami. He walked away, walked through Gorilla, walked through the curtain. His theme music hits, and he walks out to the ring to go confront Cody Rhodes. Now, last week, the show went off the air with both of these guys, Randy interrupting the match between Cody and Sami. They ran that angle back, same exact way from the contract signing before Pat McAfee got involved during WrestleMania season in the lead up to their WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. Cody was bloodied as he laid on the steel steps. Randy had put these steel steps on top of the announce desk, and Cody was laying in that little indent in the steel steps, took a steel chair, and basically gave him a concerto on the steel steps. Busted him open. Cody was bleeding all over the place, showing off the air. It was the official heel turn before their WrestleMania match. Then Pat McAfee got involved, and it all got fucked up. They ran that angle back legitimately the same way last week. He was about to do that again until Cody Rhodes kicked him in the dick, and then Randy was the one laying in the indent of the steel chair. And then when Cody went to go hit him with the steel chair and give him a concerto, the show faded to black, cut to black. This is from Cody Rhodes, who said, I'm not bound by the WWE title anymore. I don't need to be a good guy. Good. Then show me how bad guy you can really be, Cody. Will WWE even allow that? Randy kind of insinuated that he's too good of a guy. Aldis immediately comes out to the stage and says, they're not doing this. They're not doing this. I made you a match. Saturday night's main event, Sunday night's main event, in this case, in Atlanta. He said last week was near a catastrophe. Orton stepped out to his music and said they already have a time and a place. He says he's going to whip his ass in front of his family in the front row. Sunday night's main event is where we need to see something happen to Brandy. The vile individual in me hearing Randy say, even with your family in the front row, bro, Randy needs to RKO, Randy Orton needs to RKO Brandy Rhodes at Sunday night's main event, 100%. Let's get a little evil. That's what I'd love to see. You really want bad guy Cody Rhodes coming out? Then fuck with his family. That's exactly what will get bad guy Cody Rhodes to come out. So he said he's going to whip his ass in front of his family in the front row. Cody said neither of them want to wait 2 weeks. Aldis blocked Orton and said they aren't doing it again. Aldis says he's sick of them putting officials and fans in danger, and he's sick of them disrespecting him. He said since they're obsessed with being WWE Champion, if they touch each other before Sunday night's main event, they will never get another shot at the WWE Championship. Aldis asked if they want to screw up or have another shot at the title. Orton gave Aldis his word, and he can call him Mr. Professional. Orton had more to say to Cody. He says if Cody swung that chair at him last week, he wouldn't have been able to live with himself, whereas he feels no remorse. I know how to go there. I know how to do what needs to be done, and I know how to be the worst version of myself. He told Cody, Cody, you're a good guy. And he's always been a good guy, and he always will be a good guy. You're the golden boy. You call yourself the American Nightmare. You're more like the American Daydream. I guess that worked in that context. You're not the American Nightmare. You're the American Daydream. You know, daydreams can be evil too. They can be bad. Cody said Orton shook his hand and called him his brother, then painted the table with his blood. And then he kicked him so hard in his face that at WrestleMania he's still wearing makeup to cover up the bruise. He said maybe Orton wins his 15th. Maybe Orton wins his 16th, his 17th. Maybe he becomes the greatest ever. But when he does, it always ends up coming back to Cody. He's the one who kills the legend killer. And then he says, Randy, that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Now, I don't know. I know some people are going to run with that and be like, oh, Cody is teasing an alignment with Paul Heyman. No. That doesn't mean Cody is going to be managed by Paul Heyman. What I do like is that they're telling Cody, Randy's telling Cody, they're putting it out in the universe that Cody doesn't have it in him to be bad. Cody doesn't have it in him to be what Randy Orton is right now. I am still holding on to hope that because Cody is such a good guy and Randy's egging him on and fucking telling him he can't do it, he doesn't have it in him. You don't have it in me. You can't take it to that other level like I can. I have no remorse. I'm just a fucking vile prick. He keeps telling Cody he doesn't have it in him. I said this on TNT the last 2 weeks. I said this last week right here on this show. The one thing I hope for to come out of this angle is for Randy Orton to pull Cody Rhodes into this dark place, to pull out that vile Cody Rhodes that we know exists in there, to pull out that heel Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton should be absolutely the one to make Cody see that he is genuinely dark, that he does have it in him to be a Randy Orton Viper, that he could be someone like Randy that has absolutely no remorse for anything or anyone. Cody can't be a good guy for the rest of his career. He can't do it. Cody's already Cody feels boring. It's not even a case of he's starting to feel. He's already there. He's already there. QB1, good guy Cody Rhodes smiling with his veneers and shaking old ladies' hands and hugging kids. I need bad guy Cody Rhodes. If you want a shot at CM Punk and the WWE title again, I'm the American Nightmare, guys. I'm Cody Rhodes. I only get angry when it really calls for it, but I'm usually a good guy. The next time we see CM Punk and Cody Rhodes needs to be a heel. Cody Rhodes needs to be that bad guy. Cody knows Randy's right. He's never going to get back a WWE Championship if he's going to continue being vanilla, boring, fucking goody two-shoes. I'm Tom Brady of WWE. Cody Rhodes, no. Never going to work that way. Never going to work that way. Fuck the fans. Just fuck him. Give up on him. He needs to be the one who starts to become obsessed with the WWE Championship. Show those cracks. He can't live without it. He's like fucking Gollum with the ring. He can't live without it. He can't live without it. He'll live in chase of it. He'll live in hopes that he'll get the ring back. But every time he sees Frodo with the ring, he knows he's not getting the ring back. Every time he sees CM Punk with the WWE Championship, he knows he's not getting the WWE title back. Unless he does what needs to be done. I thought this was a very good segment. This is what we should have got going into Mania. Only then we got Pat McAfee, and then everything got fucked up thanks to TKO. Fuck them. Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro. Yeah, we need our boy Pat McAfee involved. Triple H. We got to get him involved. How do you think we do that? Oh, Randy and Cody? Let's put him in Randy and Cody. Let's put him with Randy and Cody. We'll just have him go out there and heal it up. We see how well that went. The lack of ticket sales selling for WrestleMania then became a storyline, and Pat McAfee basically started saying the most ridiculous shit on television, that WrestleMania wasn't selling, and that it was all because of Cody Rhodes. What a weird fucking way to sell tickets to your fucking show. Then they ended up putting 25% off. Absolutely ridiculous. What a fucking fumble by WWE. This is where we needed to be. This is exactly what we should have gotten going into Mania, and we're getting it now coming out of SummerSlam. Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga with Haku. They defended the tag team titles against Damian Priest and R-Truth. This went 12 minutes. This was not bad. Out of all the matches that they had together, I would probably say this was the best one. To me, this was the more focused one. There was no real shenanigans. There was no funny business. There was no nonsensical garbage. This was a very straightforward 2-on-2 match, and it really put Damian Priest and R-Truth in a light where they genuinely wanted to get back the tag team titles. No jokes, no funny business, nothing. WWE's really going hard on the MFTs. They got Haku in. They're really going hard. I didn't think they'd end up winning the tag team championships in week 3, being paired with Haku, but clearly it shows you that WWE wants this to work. And I genuinely feel if you let these two guys go out there and actually work, and you give us something that really kind of molds their characters and lets us in a little bit as to who they are, this could be a very formidable tag team. I have no problem with these two guys being together. I have a problem with WWE not letting them be themselves. I have a problem with WWE not really letting us in onto who they really are. What is the significance of Haku outside of Haku being their father? I need a little bit more. Why is he here? I need to hear a little bit more. I want to understand a little bit more. There is still no tag team division. WWE apparently wants to continue to push the MFTs. They got Hiromu Takahashi coming in with Shinsuke Nakamura. That's going to be the newest tag team on the scene. Hiromu, who's not Hiromu in WWE. Hiromu and Shinsuke. Fraxium was in the news. They're going to get more television time in the tag team division. They know they need to refresh the tag team division. I don't know how you do that with this current division, which is not really a division at all. I can't sit here and call 3 teams on SmackDown a division. That's not really a refresh. That's a company that realizes that they fucked up for far too long, and now there's very little they can do to fix their own mistakes. How do we fix the tag team division? It's not that much better on Monday night. There's actually less teams on Monday than there are on Friday. I have a unification match and merge the divisions and have only one set of tag team titles. That's the short-term answer. What the long-term answer to fix the division is, I don't know. But they need to do something. And what they're doing right now is not really a fix. It's just putting a Band-Aid over a very large wound that continues to bleed week in and week out. This wasn't bad. This wasn't bad at all. Truth got a tag. Hit Tama Tonga with a stinger splash in the corner. Priest and Truth in there. Double teaming Tama. Clotheslined him out to the floor. R-Truth followed with a slingshot plancha over the top. We go back in the ring. Tama Tonga dropped Truth with a hot shot right over the top rope. Big lariat. MFTs worked over Truth going into a commercial break. Tama Tonga missed a big charge in the corner. Truth hit him with his leg lariat. Signature Truth offense. Priest got the hot tag from Truth. He went right after the big man, Tala Tonga. Hits a super kick. Tala Tonga's still standing. Priest took out Tama. Big flatliner. Tala Tonga comes in. He gets a bulldog from Damian Priest. Priest comes off the top rope with his big cosplay Undertaker walking the top rope clothesline. Tall exploded into Priest with a flying clothesline of his own and then stomped him in the corner. Priest got the hot tag to Truth. He hits his signature John Cena, or I should say in this case, Ron Cena offense on Tama Tonga. Truth hit the attitude adjustment for a near fall. Tama Tonga makes the save. Priest clothesline Tama Tonga out to the floor. We go back outside. Priest hits Tala with a big axe handle off the stairs. Tama Tonga blindsided Damian Priest, and Tala chokeslammed him on the ring apron. So they took Damian Priest out of the match. R-Truth is now in the ring 2-on-1. Their finish, Red Cross, which is basically a high-low. So we had Tama Tonga hitting a big clothesline or big boot, and Tama Tonga hits the leg sweep. And that's their finish. So Tama Tonga with the boot, and Tama Tonga clipped his leg. They call it the Red Cross, 1, 2, 3, and the MFTs retain the Tag Team Championships when Tama Tonga pinned R-Truth. Again, not bad. They went 12 minutes. It was a spirited match. No funny business. They really made the titles feel wanted here in a serious manner, which is good. After the match, Priest helped up R-Truth, and it was definitely telegraphed to see a potential heel turn. I legitimately thought they were going to turn him here tonight. He took a while to help him up. It came off very telegraphed in a way where it looked like he was about to turn. And then he did. He picked him up, helped him up, they hugged, and then R-Truth's music played, and Damian Priest held on to the top rope. He looked very dejected. He looked very sad, very crestfallen that he lost. And their Tag Team Championship aspirations have once again gone up in smoke. Now, is it right to turn Damian Priest heel? Do we have him abandon R-Truth? I don't know if he can walk away from Truth and just sever the tag team unless he turns heel. Does he tell R-Truth that he's done? Yeah, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't want to team with you, so I'll see you later. I got to go do this other thing by myself. Or did they just play it up and give Damian Priest a refresh of a character? Have him turn on Truth. We get the stereotypical one-on-one match between former tag team partners. He beats Truth, and then Truth goes back to doing comedy with Danhausen or whoever, The Miz or Kit Wilson. And then Damian Priest goes on to do whatever he's got to do. He was name-dropped by CM Punk. He did confront management about having the same people in the same top spots weeks ago. He told this to Cody. Do we see Damian Priest go heel and enter himself into the world title picture? Do we give him a refresh of a character and put him in the main event scene? Or something like that kind of been done already? Do you want to see Damian Priest in the world title picture? Been there, done that. I mean, I don't really see him anymore as a world champion. Not after they kind of withered him away and made him a tag team guy. He doesn't feel like a main event guy. I didn't think that way when he was the world's heavyweight champion. When he was in the Judgment Day, I thought he had a decent run for himself. A couple of great matches with McIntyre. I thought he had a decent run for himself. I don't look at him in that same way now. And the main event scene is very, very top heavy. There's a lot of credible names there. Maybe WWE ends up giving Damian Priest one more shot. I don't know. I don't believe that he's a part of that group yet. I'm not saying that he can't. You got to show me that he does belong there. Right now, he doesn't. And that's fact. Damian Priest versus CM Punk. I could see that for AAA, Ace Jones. I could absolutely see that. That would actually make sense. That would totally make sense. Other than that, I don't know what they do with CM Punk. Kathy Kelly interviewed CM Punk back in the backstage area. He claimed to have changed, while Kevin Owens, according to Punk, is fighting imaginary battles in his head. Randy Orton comes in to let Punk know that when he beats Cody at Sunday night's main event, he is coming for number 15. CM Punk and Randy Orton, I could get behind that. I can totally get behind that. I'm having Randy beat Cody at Sunday night's main event. Chelsea Green, she's walking the backstage area. She walks into Tiffany Stratton. She is very apologetic for what happened last week. She offered to take Tiffany out for a steak dinner since she feels like she cost her the United States title last week to Jacy Jane. Paige is off screen talking to somebody, and then she stops Chelsea and offers Chelsea some words of encouragement now that she's the WWE Women's Champion. Fatal Influence comes along. Paige and Jacy have something going on here, being that Fatal Influence took out the Bellas. Now, Paige is without a tag team partner, and she's feuding with Nikki Bella as they turned heel on her at SummerSlam. So now Paige is challenging Jacy Jane for the United States Championship. Paige wants the United States Championship. I don't know when that takes place. Maybe we get that at Sunday night's main event. Kathy Kelly goes into Blake Monroe's dressing room. She asks Blake about her upcoming debut against Giulia. She's picking out clothes from a wardrobe selection backstage. Kathy Kelly asked her if this match against Giulia is the debut that she imagined. Blake said she deserves her debut to be for the Women's Championship. Maybe in Paris. Maybe in Milan. Not this dump, Toronto. Blake said everyone will be talking about her after this match with Giulia. Oh, they were talking about Blake Monroe, all right. They were talking about how Triple H has dropped the fucking ball on pushing Blake Monroe. How Triple H has wasted this woman's 4.5 months on the main roster. Giulia made her entrance. Blake attacked her from behind in the aisleway. Referee's yelling at her as she's kicking away at Giulia. She rammed her head into the ring apron. She continued to attack Giulia, threw her into the steel steps. We go into the ring, and Blake Monroe gave Giulia Claudio Castagnoli's neutralizer, but not as impactful. Referee refused to count. Match never got started because she attacked Giulia during her entrance. Blake just left the ring. I'm like, weren't we scheduled to get an in-ring debut and a match with Blake Monroe? Barrett said the bell didn't ring, so it doesn't qualify as a debut. And then she once again goes on saying that she deserves better. This is not the type of debut that she deserves. Her debut should be against Chelsea Green for the WWE Women's Championship. I don't really understand that. So this was supposed to be this woman's debut. We got no presentation. We got no entrance at all. We got nothing as far as an in-ring match to see what she's capable of and how she works on the main roster. They beat up Giulia, buried Giulia even more. Giulia never seen it coming. Giulia got no offense whatsoever against Blake Monroe as she continues to get buried into oblivion by WWE Creative. And like I said in the beginning when I ranted about this, if you wanted to do this on week 2, week 3 of her getting called up from NXT, it's a little bit more understandable. But the fact that you waited 4.5 months and had this woman do nothing but randomly attack women that made no sense whatsoever, they never even called back to that. 4.5 months of wasting away in catering, only to then promote her actual in-ring debut to then not give us an in-ring debut. Having her do this on week 2 or week 3 is way different than having her do this after we've never seen her for 4.5 months. What a terrible, terrible way to treat someone who legitimately could be the number 1 female on any division. I'm sorry. This was shit. And nobody's going to be talking about it. Nobody's going to call back to it. Nobody's going to remember it. Because it was here, and then just as quickly, it disappeared. If you put together Blake Monroe's vignettes where she's writing in her Dear Diary, going over who she wants to be in the ring with, take any one of those vignettes and they lasted longer than all of the minutes Blake Monroe has been on television since she's gotten called up. And if you think that is appropriate, if you think that is the way to book somebody like Mariah May, Blake Monroe, then you're a fucking part of the problem. Garbage. Fucking garbage. We just hit the goal tonight. You guys will be getting an extra spot on the wheel. Yeah. You guys are awesome, man. Best community in the entire wrestling space. You guys. Appreciate the support, man. Tatum Paxley. She came up to Alexa Bliss and Charlotte and said how cool it was to hang out with them. Oh, man. She's so happy to hang out with Charlotte Flair. She then asked if one of them can bring the blood or if she has to bring her own blood. Are we doing witchcraft? Or are we doing some sacrificial fucking summoning circle or something? Should we call Zach Bagans? Might be getting haunted on SmackDown. Charlotte asked Alexa, what is happening? Jade Cargill, unfortunately, Michin, and B-Fab walked up to them. Tatum asked if they were coming to brunch with them and asked who was supplying the blood. Charlotte said, she might sound strange with no concept of personal space, but this freak handled the two of you, meaning B-Fab and Michin. Michin challenged Paxley to a match next week. Paxley said she'd love that and got all giddy that her first match is happening on Friday Night SmackDown. And she hugged Charlotte because she was full of appreciation that Charlotte stuck by her and defended her. She even said, "You defended me." This woman has been on the main roster now for 3 weeks, and there's been not one single dose of an appropriate follow-up. So now I'm starting to question, was pairing Charlotte, Tatum, and Alexa the right move? Was putting Tatum in this friendship bubble of Charlotte and Alexa the right move? Or was moving Tatum to Raw, which right now SmackDown's got a lot of women that aren't being used? Or was moving Tatum to Raw and having her do something with Lyra a better move for Tatum Paxley? Being that they could have built off the relationship between Tatum and Lyra. They could have feuded with them. Lyra's gone fucking cuckoo. She's crazy. Tatum could have brought her back to be the regular Lyra. Monday Night Raw has got a little bit of a lighter women's division than SmackDown does. She could have absolutely aided that women's division over there. We didn't need her over here on Friday because we already have too many women that aren't doing much of anything. You heard me say this weeks ago. No follow-up. Now Tatum, unfortunately, is stuck in the Jade Cargill vortex. You don't want to be stuck in a Jade Cargill vortex. you may not get out alive. Trick Williams, he made his way out to the ring with Lil Yachty. Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers is in the ring. He said it's been a minute, but he's got his dog Yachty back. He says he doesn't have his title back, though. He called Corbin a bald-headed bum who looks like a cue ball. He offered to hit him with his trick shot and take his title back. Corbin comes out with the motorcycle, rides it out to the stage, walk to the ring. He gets in the ring. Trick is just looking at him. He kind of makes this advancement towards Lil Yachty. So Lil Yachty bounces out of the ring. Trick says he should be the focus of his attention because he's the one who he cheated out of a title. He told him to stop ducking and dodging him. He challenged him to a match right here in Toronto for the United States title. Corbin said that title is getting off, he said the title's not getting off, but Corbin said the title is off getting a pretty little haircut. He said Trick isn't getting another title shot. So, is Baron Corbin really changing the look of the United States title? Corbin didn't come out with it. He came out with no title. Are we adding black fur to the United States title? Or are we going back and just giving Baron Corbin the old school OG United States title? I thought clearly that they didn't take the fucking fur off the title, that it was just going right back to Trick Williams. Maybe that's not the case right now anyway. Maybe we got a little bit of a way to go before we actually get back to that. He said the title's getting a haircut. You got nothing to offer me, says Corbin. I beat you every single time we stepped in the ring. He says it won't happen tonight or anywhere for that matter. Yachty hits Corbin with the trick stick because he was standing behind him and he blasted him with the kendo stick. Trick then clotheslined Corbin over the top rope. Fans started to chant, "Whoop that Trick." Corbin's at ringside. He said, I'd face him at Saturday night's main event. And he points to Yachty. He told fans in Toronto they aren't worth it. He wanted Yachty in his hometown of Atlanta, Georgia, for 5 minutes. He says if Yachty lives, Trick Williams can get another shot at the United States title. But if he beats Yachty within 5 minutes, which he should absolutely do, do you believe Yachty can last 5 minutes with Baron Corbin? A Golden Glove boxer who, I think, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, also knows Taekwondo? I got to see Yachty last 5 minutes with Baron Corbin. In a real-world environment, Lil Yachty don't last 5 seconds with Baron Corbin. If Yachty lives, Trick Williams will get a title shot. If he doesn't, they're done for good. What do you say? Yachty thought it over, and then he yelled, "You're on." Corbin said, "Good. This will be the longest 5 minutes of your life." Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu mid-range. I knew it was one of them. This guy knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and is a Golden Glove boxer, and he's going to give Yachty 5 minutes with him at Sunday night's main event. Sure thing. Sure thing. Let me see Triple H make this believable without making Baron Corbin look like a complete motherfucking geek. Kathy Kelly interviewed Kevin Owens backstage. Finn Balor walked up to KO before he could say anything. And he said he was so glad to see him back at SummerSlam. And he wishes him nothing but the best tonight against CM Punk. Gunther then walks up and said KO is about to face the pressure of wrestling in his hometown. Gotta love Gunther, man. He just loves interrupting everybody because he wants all the spotlight on him. He said if he survives tonight, he has to worry about him, not Balor. So KO asked, is he always like that? Or is he genuinely angry? Balor says he's genuinely angry, but don't mind him. Balor ended up giving Kevin Owens a pep talk saying that he needs to take the title home tonight in Toronto and beat CM Punk, and said when he does, he'll be waiting for him on the other side, meaning he wants first dibs. KO said, I hope you are. I hope you are. Balor and KO? Man, that will be a long time coming, huh? Tiffany Stratton, Lash legend. They went 7 minutes. Now, 3 minutes of this was in the commercial, so this got 4 minutes of TV time. Do you realize, chat? Do you realize now? Someone chime in and tell me if I'm out of line here. Do you realize that they gave 7 minutes, 7 minutes of an in-ring match to Lash legend, but they couldn't give Blake Monroe 7 minutes of a debut on Friday Night SmackDown after it being advertised all week? Who asked to watch Lash legend on Friday night? Especially over someone like Blake Monroe. Lash legend is horrendous. Horrendous. I mean, I don't know who's selling is worse, Jade's or Lash. They continue to trot these women out there that are as green as fucking grass. What value do they bring the division? Meanwhile, you got a seasoned vet who worked in Japan, worked on television with AEW in the best women's feud in America all last year. And you opt to give her 7 minutes over Blake Monroe? Who asked for that? So we'll pick it up after the commercial break because legitimately there's nothing about this match that's even worth talking about. Legend suplex Stratton. She kipped up. She bounced off the ropes, missed an elbow drop. Stratton avoided a charge in the corner, which she looked awful running into the corner. Did Lash. Hits a hurricanrana on Lash. Throws her into the corner off the hurricanrana. That looked terrible. She avoided a pump kick. She avoided a swanton bomb. Stratton gets a near fall after taking Lash down with a crucifix. Stratton went for the prettiest moonsault ever. Legend crotched her on the top rope. She pulls her down and gives her the Lash extension. Lash pins Tiffany in 7 minutes and gets the dub. Now, and she told Chelsea earlier in the show, do not come out there and help me. I got this. I'll do this on my own. She ended up losing anyway. Bro, they're having Tiffany now lose to Lash legend of all people on the main roster. If this doesn't result in her getting gold and this turning heel, all this working she's doing, turning her heel to go after Chelsea and win the title, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. There's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel here. Got to be. After the match, Legend and Nia, because this segment wasn't complete without Nia Jax, beat up on Tiffany. Chelsea comes on out with a kendo stick, and that's really all she wrote. There wasn't any tension. There wasn't any blowback. There wasn't some shoving. There wasn't choice words from Tiffany to Chelsea. Where were you? You know, I told you to stay back. What are you doing out? Nothing. Nothing. Maybe Chelsea isn't near medical clearance yet, and they're just waiting. But I would like to see something coming. I'd like to see a tease, a droplet of a tease. Now we got to go through weeks of television where there's no real progression, and they're just going to have Chelsea come out and save Tiffany after she loses these random matches. What's next? She loses to Nia Jax? And we do the same thing that we got this week with Nia, with Lash coming out, double teaming Tiffany to have Chelsea coming out and save her with a kendo stick. Riveting television. Riveting, I tell you. We got a recap of Kevin Owens' injury, the return, vignette showing the face-to-face with CM Punk over the last 2 weeks. Shinsuke Nakamura. He finally revealed his new tag team partner. Finally. Hiromu Takahashi is his new partner. His name in WWE will not be Hiromu Takahashi. His name will be Kyoki. Yes, because that sounds so great on the marquee. Kyoki. Sounds like a Japanese sushi joint. Hey, man, you want to go to Kyoki and get those sweet potato rolls? Excellent, man. The fried rice is fantastic, man. The chicken lo mein is out of this world. Unbelievable. And the cocktails at Kyoki, the cocktails, man, let me tell you something, man. That bartender is fucking fantastic, man. I tell you. Yeah, I'll meet you at Kyoki. Karaoke? Is that his name? Karaoke or Kyoki? Coyote. Wile E. Coyote? Kyoki. K-Y-O-K. Oh, okay. Kayak. What are you talking kayak? What are you looking for, a deal on a hotel? Oh, Kyoki. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Listen, man, you're confusing me here. Kyoki. Okay. How is that going to generate interest? What's wrong with Hiromu? At least I know who Hiromu is. Who the fuck is Kyoki? God. I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you, Bruce Pritchard came up with this name. Bruce, what should we name him? We can't name him Hiromu. Kyoki. Let's do it. We'll trademark it. We'll patent it. We'll get him on TV. Kyoki. There you go. The most fucking blatant, in-your-face, stereotypical fucking name for a Japanese talent. Bruce Pritchard, man. Round of applause for Bruce Pritchard. Round of applause. Round of applause. Good, great job there, Bruce. Great fucking job. Great fucking job, man. Let's name him after a fucking sushi joint on the fucking street corner somewhere. You fucking half-witted idiot. This guy, I swear to God, chat, with a name like that, this guy will be lucky he makes it through Black Friday next WrestleMania season. Lucky. I don't even know what the fuck they're bringing him in for. What are they bringing him in for? Nakamura says he doesn't fear chaos. He enjoys it. Kyoki called for madness. Oh, man. He's bringing the madness to Friday, chat. Kyoki. Nakamura said when madness and strong style collide, there will be an explosion. Oh, I'll fucking show you an explosion, all right. The clock is ticking. Yes, the clock is ticking on this guy's very short-lived WWE career. This guy will will last just as long as Jeff Cobb did. 100%. 100%. This is what we're doing now. This is our tag team division. Yeah, we'll have the MFTs beat the only tag team in the division, which is not really a tag team. Damian Priest and R-Truth are two singles wrestlers that we just randomly paired together to call them a tag team because we have no other fucking tag teams on Friday night. The other tag team that we got is actually a Monday Night Raw tag team who came over to Friday Night SmackDown holding the AAA tag team titles. I don't even know why they go to SmackDown. They're not even a fucking SmackDown branded team. The other team that's on Friday can't leave catering for whatever reason. They are lost. They don't know their way back to ringside area anymore in Fraxium. So we're going to add these two guys. We're going to stereotypically pair up the two Japanese fellows, and we're going to pair them together and call them a tag team because that's what we do. We got to pair the Japanese with the Japanese, and we got to pair all the same people that look, nationality-wise together. Because that's what we do in WWE. You know, they have to do that. It's like 101, Pro Wrestling 101 for WWE. So they'll do that, and then they'll feud for 6 months, and we'll see mix and mash matches. We'll see Nakamura versus Tall Tonga. We'll see Kyoki versus Tamatonga. We'll see Nakamura versus Tamatonga. We'll see Kyoki versus Tall Tonga. You know, we'll see mix and match singles matches, and then we'll get the eventual tag team match. Who the fuck cares? Who cares? Who cares about any of this? Who cares? Do you care? Do you care? The Karaoke Warriors. I would rather see them be two singing Japanese karaoke professionals, to be honest with you. They're bringing the chaos. What chaos? Creative is full of fucking chaos. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. This shit sucks. This shit is fucking garbage. Yeah, let's name this guy after a fucking app where I could fucking find a better rate on my fucking hotel and rental car, kayak. You fucking kidding me? Oh my God, man. This shit sucks. At least he has an actual gimmick. Doesn't this clown have a cat, a stuffed animal cat that he brings to the ring? What's the cat's name? Doesn't he have a stuffed animal he brings to the ring? What's the cat's name? Chester? Sylvester? Garfield? Snuggles? What's the cat's name? Jinx? Edward? What's the cat's name? Is his name George the cat? What's his fucking name? What's the cat's name? George? Daryl the cat. That's right. Yeah, this guy, this guy's gonna last as long as a fucking walker on The Walking Dead, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. What's his name? Heathcliff? How many fucking cats can we name? Heathcliff, Garfield, Jinx. How many fucking cats? Sylvester? How many fucking cats? It's fucking ridiculous. Fido. CM Punk. CM Punk and Kevin Owens. This was the main event. WWE Championship match here. This went 18 minutes, 19 minutes almost. Kevin Owens got the ring introduction first. He comes down. Big ovation. CM Punk comes down. He's wearing his signature jacket. He's got a goalie's mask on his face. He's dressed all in white. There was a very, very overwhelming reaction for Kevin Owens. CM Punk, not so much. Very mixed. Very mixed to start, and then he eventually started to get the boos. Obviously, they're going to sing along to CM Punk's theme. He paraded around the ring and gloated all over the place. And I love the fact that he did this because Kevin Owens got so fucking pissed and so frustrated that Kevin Owens charged at CM Punk. And basically said, what the fuck you doing? They started to get into a shoving match to a point where Mark Nash, the ring announcer, even had to step in and hold CM Punk back because Kevin Owens got so upset that Punk was taking his sweet-ass time. Referee held Owens back. Mark Nash held CM Punk back. I like that. When do you ever see the ring announcer start to get in between two guys? He finally introduced them. Bell rang. Owens went right to punching CM Punk right in the face. He'd been waiting 20 years to do that. You know, this would have been so stupid if they, all right, man, let's feel it out. Collar and elbow tie up, right? Just fucking straight punch to the face. It's the way you got to do it. Then we're going to get this right, man. This is a long time coming, first time ever. Clotheslined him out to the floor. Punk caught Owens with a kick. Owens suplexed him onto the top rope and then punched him down to the floor again. So he's now back on the outside. So they're on the floor. Owens chopped Punk, and he's rocking him with some big shots. Another punch right to the face. Owens starts to clear off the announce desk, which prompted CM Punk an opportunity to get a cheap shot in from behind on Owens. So whatever Owens did to take off the front cover of the commentary table, Punk playing the heel in enemy territory because the crowd always wants, we want tables, right? They want their tables. He takes the front cover of the commentary table and puts it back where it was originally sitting. So people obviously booed. You got to love Punk, man. And he goes right back into the ring. No tables for you. Owens kicked Punk in the thigh, and he goes for a stunner. Punk then reverses that into a hangman's neck breaker, and he uses the neck breaker on more than one occasion in this match. He's targeting the neck, which is a smart thing to do. He's medically cleared. Why not target the neck? He just came back after 18 months from a neck injury. Target the neck. So we go into a commercial break. So Punk is in control. We got a picture-in-picture. We see Punk in control. He turns Owens inside out with a clothesline. He goes for a cover. He gets a near fall. We got let's go KO CM Punk chants. So again, you know, a lot of this crowd was pro Owens, but a lot of the crowd was also very mixed for both. Owens is chopping Punk, takes him down with another lariat. Wade Barrett even said that was the hardest lariat that Kevin Owens ever threw in his entire career against CM Punk. So Owens is punching him and punching him. He's beating Punk down. He's in the corner. He's stomping a Steve Austin mud hole in CM Punk. Punk rolled to the outside, catches a breather. Owens quickly followed him out there. Again, a clothesline on the floor. We go back in the ring. Punk immediately goes for the corner, and he's laying on the floor in the corner. Owens gave Punk a crotch chop far side. He's like, suck it, and then cannonballs into CM Punk in the corner, pulls him out of the corner, goes for a cover, gets a near fall. Owens then kicked Punk's hockey mask off the stairs. He climbed the top rope. So the hockey mask was there. He kicked it away, climbs the top rope. Punk ran away outside again, out to the floor. So Owens jumps down. He follows him out. He super kicked Punk onto the announce table. So we see right behind Wade Barrett and Joe Test, there's a bunch of Rowdy fans back there. And in this sea of Rowdy fans, I spot a wild Chris Van Vliet standing in the crowd in Toronto. I believe he's from Toronto, now living in Los Angeles. So he's in his hometown. He's there, front row, watching this match. Owens stands on the barricade behind the commentator table, and he does a mini bullfrog splash off the barricade through the commentary table through CM Punk. So he's right back into the swing of things is Kevin Owens. So table breaks, he crushes Punk. We go back into the ring. Owens hit Punk with a swanton bomb off the top rope. Crowd wanted the win. Punk kicks out of 2. Great near fall. Owens slapped Punk. He went for a pop-up powerbomb. Punk jumped over it to evade it. And a big kick. Owens goes down. Near fall. And Punk is starting to shout how the city of Toronto hasn't won anything since 1967. I'm assuming he's talking about hockey. And then he delivers his signature running knee right to Owens' face. Punk climbs for the top. He gave his own crotch chop to KO. We got Punk jumping off the top rope with his Macho Man elbow drop. He goes for recovery, gets a near fall. Punk then quickly transitions into the Anaconda Vice. Owens smartly grabs at the eyes and got out of the hold. And then turned Punk into an inside cradle for a near fall while he still had the Anaconda Vice applied. Punk dropped Owens with another neck breaker and a second neck breaker. Some forearms. He's working on Owens' neck. Punk then picked up Owens for the GTS. Owens caught Punk's knee, swept him out, knocked him down, locks in a sharpshooter. Punk is selling it. He's selling it. He's crawling to the ropes. He's teasing, tapping out. And he eventually makes the bottom rope to break the hold. So Punk gets up. He takes Owens. Desperation move. He snapped Owens' neck on the top rope with a neck breaker. Owens jumps right back in it. Went for a stunner. Punk shoved Owens into the referee. Completely done on purpose. Punk went for the GTS again, but Owens slid out of it. Shoved Punk. This time, Punk collided with the referee. Referee was still at least standing. When Owens shoved Punk into the referee went flying out of the ring, and he was out for a little bit. So now the referee's out of commission. So the referee's knocked out on the floor. Owens hit Punk with a stunner. He goes for the cover. We get a visual pinfall. Crowd counts to like 12. No referee. No referee, no count, no new champion. Owens went to look for the referee. He turns around. Punk was standing. Catches him in a GTS. Punk now gets his own visual pin. And he can't make the pinfall because the referee is still down. So Punk goes out to the floor. He tried to wake the referee back up. He throws the referee back in the ring. Sami Zayn ran out from the crowd and threw CM Punk while he was on the outside into the ring post. He then threw Punk into the ring. Owens did not see Sami at first. Owens hits a stunner on Punk. Sami threw the ref into the ring. I thought they had it. This was a fucking great near fall. After the stunner, I mean, you could not. I mean, you could probably slide a piece of fucking loose leaf paper underneath the referee's hand and the ring mat, man. That's how close it was. Ridiculous. Punk kicked out. Sami's upset now. KO is laying in the corner in the ring. Punk is down after the stunner. He throws the WWE title belt into the ring. He's telling KO, use it. Use it. Use it. Owens grabbed the belt. He wanted to use it on Punk. Referee was still knocked out. He made the count, but he was still knocked out. Owens, he's looking at Sami. I can't do it this way. I'm not doing it this way. He's yelling at Sami. I'm not doing it this way. So he tossed the title belt back to Sami. Sami now has the belt. Sami smashed the WWE title in Kevin Owens' face. Punk sees this. Of course, he's going to take advantage of it. Picks him up. GTS makes the cover. Referee comes to. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk retains the WWE Championship off of an unlikely assist from Sami Zayn. Sami's feuding with Kevin Owens again. Shocker, I know. After the match, Punk is celebrating. Sami ran in and smashed Punk with the WWE Championship, knocking him out. Owens gets back up. He went after Zayn. Zayn smashed Owens with the title belt again. And Sami Zayn is yelling injustice. This is what the real WWE Champion should look like. He's holding up the belt in front of the Toronto crowd. They're booing him. And the show goes off the air with Sami Zayn talking trash to CM Punk. I thought this was great. The match was great. Sami being involved is great. This is going to result in a second match. Absolutely. I don't know if we make a stopgap between now and then with Sami and KO again. I don't really care for that. I don't want to see. I want to see it. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it because they're great matches, but it's got to mean something. It's got to mean. There's got to be a reason for it. I mean, sure, he fucked him over in a championship match, but Sami's the type of guy right now where everything that he's doing, his actions are validated. Everything he's doing and everything he's saying is justified. He's gotten fucked over. So if Sami feels like they fucked him over, everyone's fucking him over, Randy Orton's fucking him over, Balor, Punk, Cody, everybody, KO. What do you expect a man to do if he's constantly fucked over and management knows they're fucking him over and don't do anything to fix it? He's going to fuck everybody else over. So between me and you, everything that Sami Zayn does and says is completely valid and justified. Maybe they should give him the shot next. He doesn't have to earn it. He was screwed. He should be the first in line. But the better story here is him getting fucked over and him continuing to become just a little bit more obsessed week in and week out. Kevin Owens is going to be that tweener. Right now, he's a babyface. He just came back. He's the belle of the ball. Nobody's going to boo Kevin Owens, especially not in Toronto. CM Punk is going to be a babyface. Nobody's going to boo CM Punk. In Toronto, they did. In America, they won't. But Sami against the babyface KO and a babyface Punk, Sami Zayn tonight, at least for now, solidified his heel turn. If you thought he was a tweener before, no more tweener. He is 100% heel Sami Zayn. This is not the last real good guy. This is heel Sami Zayn. He's now a bad guy, 100%. I don't know where we go, though. Do we go KO Sami? Does KO got to go through Sami again? Does something happen there where Sami continues to get fucked over and Sami cries injustice? KO gets another shot. Do we run this back at Sunday night's main event? Do we run this back at Money in the Bank? Or do we get a triple threat match? Because like I just said, Sami deserves a shot. So KO wants Sami and Punk wants Sami. It looks like we may be headed towards a triple threat match. I mean, I don't really care for that either because we just got done with a triple threat match. Fatal four-way, in fact, at SummerSlam. And Sami won the title in a triple threat match with Cody and Gunther at Night of Champions. I like it. I thought what they did was great. This match was great. Sami's inclusion here was great, though predictable. CM Punk just won the championship. They're not going to take it off of him so quickly. I know Triple H loves his moments. They weren't going to do it so quickly. I don't think Punk is going to lose that championship anytime soon. I think he's going to ride that belt right on into WrestleMania, honestly. We'll get another KO Sami match for sure. Another KO Punk match. I can see that taking place at Money in the Bank. Oh, man, well, Punk is not advertised for Money in the Bank. Well, he's not advertised for Money in the Bank. I don't know where we get that match. We may get it at Sunday night's main event. That's shaping up to be a big show. But other than this main event, I mean, this show was a bore. I mean, the Tiffany Lash Legend stuff was garbage. They didn't really do anything to follow up with Chelsea Green. There's no inkling, no tease of anything between Tiffany and Chelsea. No tension there. Blake Monroe's in-ring debut was fucked over. Tag team championships, not the most exciting thing in the world. Decent. Baron Corbin, Trick Williams. We got, instead of Baron Corbin, Trick Williams 3, which I could see taking place in New Orleans at Money in the Bank because, I mean, it just kind of writes itself with Trick, right? And then we got Yachty and Baron Corbin for Sunday night's main event in Atlanta. Not the most exciting show. This was, even though with Owens and CM Punk, they could not save this show. They could not save this show. Thank you very much for all your support, guys. I really appreciate all the support. If you guys want to get in on the fun, We're going to get in on the Super Chats now, and we are going to spin the wheel. So thank you guys very much for all your support. I see we have reached the goal for sure tonight here on Off the Script. I appreciate that. 10 out of 10. Hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 800 likes on tonight's live stream. So if you guys are in the chat, have not hit the thumbs up, I would love to see that number reach 800. I think that's a very modest goal tonight. So if you guys have not done so, please hit that thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. Also, while you're at it, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of Friday Night SmackDown and the mostly boring show that it was. Tonight we're sponsored by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com. Code JD at checkout. Make sure you guys use that code JD. Buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold. You get the third month for free. Plus 10% off and free overnight shipping on your first order. BlueChew.com. Code JD at checkout. Let us get into the wheel. The wheel. Let's see. That's not the wheel. I gotta pull the wheel up. Where's my wheel? Wheel of names. There we go. There we go. Good old wheel. Let's get these names out of here. And we start fresh. We start fresh with the wheel. Let me, there you go. There you go. All right, guys, Super Chats. Let's start at the top. Caden with 199, no message. Caden, thank you very much for your support. Love having Caden in the chat. Joey Taylor with a 2. JD, were you ever a fan of Motorhead? No. No, I wasn't. I know it's the wrong screen. Now it's the right screen. Joey Taylor with a $1 Super Chat. Thank you, Joey. Tone VC with a 2. Rock on, Tone. Michael Krause with a $2 Super Chat. OTS, join the tap room. Have a great weekend. Yeah. Michelle with a 2. If Punk KO is one and done, then Creative is clueless. No, I don't think they're one and done. I think we're going to get a second KO CM Punk match. Also, I could dig a Cody Heyman alliance maybe at WrestleMania. No. Cody is not joining Paul Heyman. Tiffany Strap-On with a $2 Super Chat. Going through a really painful heartbreak. Thank you, JD. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Tiffany Strap-On. You have a great community to welcome you with open arms. Tiffany Strap-On with a $2 Super Chat. You know what? Fuck him. You'll find your person. There's someone out there for everybody. Mid-range with a $2.99. Trash Legend is worse than Jade Triple H. Or actually, you missed a period there. Let me reread that. Trash Legend is worse than Jade. Triple H fooled us again. Triple H sucks at his job. Either that or he just doesn't care. It may be a her. Listen, I don't know if Tiffany Strap-On is a dude or a girl. I don't know. It could be a dude. If it's a dude, fuck her. I can't tell anymore. Michelle with the 2. Banger main event. I guess we are getting Sami KO. Yeah. Kind of looks like it. Street Fighter. He's the first one on the wheel. I was waiting for the fucking first addition to the wheel. There he is, Street Fighter. Look at this guy. 2 spots on the wheel for Street Fighter. Notice how all the heels went over tonight. If I paid money to go see that show, I'd want my money back. Straight scammed. You know, I didn't even notice that, Street Fighter, until you just mentioned that. Well, I guess Punk is not a heel. Sami's a heel. He was the one standing tall, but Punk ain't a heel. Sidro with a 2. B bothering you? Look at it. Seeing is believing. Bro, I hate bees. Like, I'm genuinely afraid of bees, bro. If a bee is flying around where I am, man, I get up. I go anywhere else but that spot. All right, B, you want the spot? You want to bzz, 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 bzz around it? You can take it. I'll go somewhere else. I hate bees, bro. I hate bees. Sidro, appreciate you, brother. Leprechaun, 74 months. It's been a while. Had to stop by the beer garden, hang out for a bit. Been here for over 6 years. It's always OTS for life. This motherfucker, man. Love it. Absolutely fucking love it. This guy's been with me for 6 fucking years, bro. You believe that? That is a great level of support, man. That is fucking ridiculous. 74 months VIP. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tay-Tay with a $20 super chat. Tay-Tay's on the wheel with 3 spots. Tay-Tay. Appreciate you, Tay-Tay. JD, I finally moved to college and watched some SmackDown. I thought the main event delivered. Zayn Punk KO seems to be the direction. What are we doing with Blake and Giulia? Why is Lil Yachty wrestling Baron Corbin at Saturday night's main event? I have no fucking idea, bro. Because Lil Yachty's going to get the hometown pop in Atlanta, Georgia. Meanwhile, Lil Yachty shouldn't be lasting 5 seconds with Baron Corbin. Blake Monroe got fucked over tonight. And I love the main event scene on SmackDown, man. I love it. Some of the best storytellers in the business. Guardian, I see you, brother. Almost 10. Guardian's been here for 10 years. Guardian of Chaos. You believe that? Soap water backwash. $10 super chat. We hear Paul Levesque say, well, we got to pull the trigger on somebody on the Unreal ads during these shows. Does Paul even know what that really means? Brother, this guy pulls the trigger and he shoots fucking blanks, Paul Levesque. You don't know what that fucking means. You kidding me? Lauren with a 2. Sami Zayn full-blown heel turn is in effect. And I gotta say, Orton cooked Cody and Cody mentioned Heyman. That doesn't mean he's gonna join Heyman. That doesn't mean Heyman's gonna join Cody. Luca Blight with a $10 super chat. Luca's got 2 spots on the wheel. Blake Monroe's modus operandi. Attack everyone. Accomplish nothing. Leave. Yes. She should be... Blake Monroe should already be integrated into the SmackDown roster. Like, legitimately. In the thick of things. After 4.5 months, she hasn't even started yet. Awful. My guy Joshua with a $9.99. Joshua, I appreciate you, brother. This is not Joshua's only super chat here. I think he donated $50 earlier. He says, JD paid me for this super chat. I got tickets to Raw in Birmingham. It'll be my first show ever live, and it's going to be fucking dog shit. What do y'all think? Joshua, first of all, have fun, brother. I'm sure you're a hard-working dude. Just enjoy yourself. If you spend the money to go, just enjoy yourself, man. Have a couple of pints. And do what you got to do. Raw is the better show by default right now, so you might actually have a better time than if you went to SmackDown. We got James Vaughn with a new membership. James, what are we drinking tonight, brother? James Vaughn. MGM Ballin with a $9.99. MGM Ballin's got 2 spots on the wheel. We love our guy, MGM Ballin. You got me, guys. This is JD's alter ego, a 6'7" accountant that talks to himself at the commentary table before a House of Glory show starts. Every bit of 6'7", bro. Every bit of 6'7". Appreciate you, man. Mother Lover. This guy's got a $9.99 in Super Chat. He's got 2 spots on the wheel, Mother Lover. Blake Monroe could hit me with a car and I could find a way to apologize. She is going to be a fan favorite, I will say, when she actually gets going. Tone VC. $10 Super Chat, Tone VC. 2 spots on the wheel for my guy Tone. Talking to my girlfriend to see, or taking my girlfriend to see Down tomorrow night. Yeah, I was never a big fan of them. Never a big fan of Down. Anything Phil Anselmo has done post-Pantera, not a fan. Just give me Pantera and that's it. Phil Illuminati with a $5 Super Chat. I agree with you that Cody referencing Paul Heyman doesn't mean a team-up, but I do think it's a tease that Cody retires Randy. Cody's going to retire Randy. I don't think Randy's got a 5-year deal. This is his last year, but we got a long ways to go before Cody retires Randy Orton. Jay Gordo with a $20 Super Chat. That means Jay Gordo, because we reached the goals, got 3 spots on tonight's wheel. Gordo. What's up, JD? I just want to say thank you to your show. I listen and watch every week to escape this fucked up world I'm in. Today was a rock bottom day. Drinking a tequila tonight to eliminate my pain. Thank you, JD. OTS for life. Brother, 1 drink is all right. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. If you need anybody to talk to, man, we got a whole community that is ready and willing to talk to you, bro. We got many shoulders in the community that you could borrow. Many ears that would listen. We're here, man. We're here. Thoughts and prayers to you, Gordo. Pulling for Gordo win the wheel tonight. Chris with 50 months. Did you see that Jade botch yesterday at the house show? Terrible. No, I did not. How bad was it? Was it as bad as her match with Charlotte? Chairshot Sports with a 20 bomb. This guy's got another 3 spots on the wheel. Chairshot. Happy Friday, JD. 6 months, part of the OTS family. If Randy walks out of Sunday night's main event as a winner and number 1 contender, do you think he will beat Punk for number 15? I would say Orton has a better shot than anybody else in the title hunt right now. That's all I'll say. Cornell with a $4.99. Crown Jewel is back, JD. They might belt Sami before, so they can have Sami versus Roman in Saudi. Bloodline rules, baby. Yeah, that's going to be difficult, man. I don't see them doing Punk and Roman again. How do you book it? How the fuck do you book it? Roman ain't going to give his win back. We ain't going even. We ain't going 1-1 there, bro. It's over. It's over. We may get a new... Now that that's now official and on the pay-per-view calendar, we may very well get a new WWE champion. It may be KO. Just for the time being. Chris Nearfall Podcast, $9.99. He's got 2 spots on the wheel. What's up, JD Punk and KO? It was a great main event. I can see a triple threat at either Sunday night's main event or Money in the Bank. I'm also very interested in being a mod in the chat. Also been playing a lot of Black Ops 2. You know what, Chris? You got that Mustang emote, brother. Why not? I could always use more mods. Use it only when you need to, bro. Do not abuse the power. Do not abuse the power. We got Bobby Means with a $10 super chat. I think Damian Priest in the U.S. title picture would be a nice little refresher for him. This could be the launch of his push towards the WWE Championship down the road. Yeah, I think that's where we may be going. I don't see him right now as a WWE Champion contender. I don't. I just don't see it. Too much damage has been done there since moving over to SmackDown. Got a lot of work to do to make me believe he's a World Championship guy again. Don Stoney. $5 super chat. Shout out to Don Tony Wrestling Soup Spitball Media. And as always, rest in peace, Kevin Cass. Stoney, I hope you have a great weekend, my brother. Have a great weekend, man. Hollywood guy with it too. So Giulia is not buried yet, or is it too late? Oh, she's gone. Finished. Giulia is buried. Lauren with a 2. Favorite heel, favorite babyface at the moment. Preference. Favorite heel. In does this mean WWE or just in general? My favorite heel right now in all of wrestling has been MJF. My favorite babyface, CM Punk. Chris Nearfall with a $4.99. Brooklyn has a question for the chat. What the fuck are you drinking? Furious Nation with a $10 super chat. Furious is on the wheel. 2 spots for Furious Nation. What's up, JD? At first, I thought Sami Zayn for Mr. Money in the Bank. But after tonight, maybe it's Braun Breaker. If it's not Sami or LA Knight. Thoughts? And I'm sure Cross was smiling watching Sami Zayn tonight. I'm going Braun Breaker for Money in the Bank. That's my prediction. Braun Breaker wins Money in the Bank this year. Sami Zayn is also a possibility. You can't leave him out. Can't leave him out, especially if they're doing Crown Jewel. Can't leave him out. King Kong Forever with a $7.99. Hi, JD. Do you think a Punk vs. Owens feud would have been a great watch in 23? OTS for life? Hell yeah, of course. Of course. Anything they do. Kevin Owens and CM Punk are 2 of the best storytellers in WWE. Joker Face with the $1.99. JD, are you a fan of the thrash metal band Overkill? Not completely. I'm not a fan of the vocals. I'm not a fan of the vocals. Music is great though. Like earlier Overkill musically, they're really good. My favorite band right now is Harlot from Australia. They are fucking great. I love Warbringer. Warbringer and Harlot are 2 of my favorite current thrash metal bands right now. I love Flotsam and Jetsam. I think they're great too. Yeah, I love, man. If there's one thing that's gonna make my heart happy, it's a fucking just solid sounding thrash metal band, bro. Love thrash. Furious Nation with a $10 super chat. We got another super chat here from Furious Nation. He's got 3 spots on the wheel. Also, Cody and Orton showing TKO how dumb and careless they are. Screw them. This is what should have been at WrestleMania. Triple H didn't even want this. Just shows how selfish Vince is when he sold the company to Endeavor. Yeah. Yeah, Vince selling to Endeavor really didn't do the company any good, bro. Creatively, it didn't do... it didn't do them good. We got to add Joshua on here for another 50 spot. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Joshua's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Joshua's got 6 spots on the wheel. Right, so that's that. It should be 7, right? He's 50, 10, and he's got 1, right? So it's 7 for Joshua. I just want to make sure that I got everybody. I got to add Cam G as well. I got to add my guy Cam G with the 100 bomb. Brother, thank you so much for coming in here, bro. We love our guy Cam G. Cam G's got a $100 spot. Cam G may win the wheel. He may win the wheel. Just want to make sure I got Joshua here. I know he donated a 50 bomb and a 10, right? Let me see. 50 there. Yep. So that's 5, 6, 7 spots for Joshua. Yes. Okay. Furious with another one. Furious has got 4 spots. Furious has a shot to win it. Also, great news. I had a teacher assistant interview this past Thursday and have an upcoming interview for another food service worker position at another local school district. Let's see what happens. Brother, you are going to land something. I feel it in my bones. You're going to land something. You're going to land something that you really want to. And Caden. Britt. Fall 2026. Deanna. Early 2027 contract dates. Deanna's probably going to go back to TNA, and Britt is joining WWE, if that is to be believed. Britt is absolutely joining WWE. I don't know where you heard that, but I think Britt is joining WWE for sure. She's been held so long in captivity. It's awful. It's fucking awful. All right, guys, that's all the super chats we got tonight. I think I got everybody. Let's shuffle. Let's shuffle. You guys ready for the wheel? Let's do it.
If I could show you the top of the world, all of the things I've seen, every long and winding road, all that I gave up to get what I got, and maybe you'd understand why I'm never
Whoa! Joshua! Joshua Brasher wins tonight's wheel. Oh my goodness. Joshua, you got to reach out to me, brother. Get me your info, your mailing address, name, address. I'll send you shit out next week, bro. Twitter, Instagram, email, find me. Let me know. SRH. Hey, JD, great week of shows. Enjoy Punk KO. Hope for more matches. Why do they keep rehashing Shinsuke? I had an absolute shit show of a day at work. Was feeling down. Review picked me up. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here. And cake with it, too. Lil Yachty on a pay-per-view. Yep. Unfortunately. That's the way we got it. Guys, thank you very much for all your support. Thank you for all your support. If you guys enjoyed tonight's show, please hit that thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of tonight's SmackDown. And next time you see me, follow the socials. I'll have clips up this weekend. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Next time you see me live will be on Monday Night Raw, right here. 6 p.m. start time, which means earlier start time for us. Until then, I'll see you on Monday right here for more on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.